Okay, back again. This time without these two. Again. It's becoming a bloody, thing here. Anyway, this time we're talking about The Mummy. The Mummy, 2017. This time directed by Alex Kurtzman, who's, how do I put it? He's not really a director, he's more of a producer. He produced loads of things. The things that he's written is stuff like Star Trek Into Darkness. Wasn't very good. Amazing Spider-Man 2. Wasn't very good. Transformers 2. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, which is also terrible. So you can kind of guess that it's not a really great writer. I think he has done Fringe here and there, so maybe he's better at TV stuff than he is at film stuff. Either way, he's directing this, which also stars Tom Cruise, Russell Crowe, Sofia Boutella, who is basically the one from Kingsman, the one with the metal on legs, who can slice people up. You also got Jake Johnson, who doesn't really matter. He's been in some TV series, we can't remember now. Tom Cruise, plays Tom Cruise. And Annabelle Wallis, who's absolutely terrible. But I can't even be nice about it. I don't know what's worse about this movie. The movie itself is not too bad. It's not as bad as you think it's going to be, and it's not as good as it should have been, especially the fact that Universal wants to open up as a dark universe, as in having a whole bunch of different actors playing different parts. Sofia Boutella being the Mummy. And you got Russell Crowe, who's basically portraying Dr. Jekyll. Unfortunately, I'm surprised he even slightly became Dr. Hyde, Mr. Hyde in this, because as Dr. Jekyll, he's Russell Crowe with an English accent, and then Mr. Hyde is basically with a more harsh English accent, more of a, normal commoner or something. Except that's it. There's no real transformation into anything. He's just changing accents, which I thought was terrible. As for Tom Cruise, I don't know what his character is besides him being he's pretty much like something out of Uncharted. Kind of like Nathan Drake, except, not as good. Even though he's kind of charming, he's a bit of an ass, but he's not that great. He's okay. He's Tom Cruise. He's likable, either way. Jake Johnson, he kind of plays his little sidekick in a way, kind of like they had in The Mummy with Brendan Fraser and that other guy who's, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Otherwise, then you have somebody who's trying to play a scientist, who is Annabelle Wallis. She's terrible. I don't know exactly what her acting skills are. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I can tell you this much. Out of all the things that brings this movie down, which is some of the, plots going over there and over here and everywhere, set pieces, it's fine. Some bits are actually, more darker, but Annabelle Wallis, she just really is terrible in this. I mean, to the point that she's barely watchable. Every line that comes out of her mouth is just bullshit. It's just crap. And she's not the main reason this movie goes a bit downhill, because the plot is like up and down everywhere. It isn't as bad as people are making it out to be, but it isn't as great as it could have been. I don't mind it. It's okay. Set pieces were fine. Acting was standard. Humor was fine in it. Now and again we had, we had bits and bobs that actually made the movie feel a hell of a lot better, as in some of the interesting parts, like how for some reason they keep on saying monster throughout this movie, just to make sure that they're trying. This is Universal's dark universe where they're going to have a lot of monsters in it, and their monsters are basically the Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula. I don't know if Dracula's ever going to be in this universe, but Dracula being one of them, and the Invisible Man, and who am I missing out? Besides the creature from the Black Lagoon, which probably is or isn't in this universe. Don't know. Is there anything I'm missing? Anybody? Not sure. Oh, Van Helsing would have been good in it. Which, in a way, it feels like Tom Cruise is going to be Van Helsing, because by the end of this movie you think, oh, he must be Van Helsing. He's the one who's going to be, going against these monsters and, facing off with them. But otherwise, this movie really doesn't have anything besides a couple of good action sequences and some bog standard CGI, nothing special. I don't know. I guess they're trying to do this universe, starting it off, even though it hasn't started off in a great way. Neither DC. But it'll be interesting to see where this goes. I'll be interested in, not a sequel, obviously, but I'll be interested in, say, The Wolfman or any of the other things that they're trying to do and see where they progress with this. Would love to see that. Otherwise, not a great start. Good luck. That's all I can say. Not really worth watching the movie. Best you can say, rent it. You'll probably enjoy it. It's not too bad. If you're watching cinema, even then, catch it, early or something, and don't pay too much for it. I think you'll come out. It's okay. It's the best I can say. Tom Cruise, man, he knows how to run. I give him that. Boy knows how to run. Yeah. Russell Crowe just peed me off. His Dr. Jekyll thing was terrible. Mr. Hyde was, oh god. Russell Crowe's trying to repeat the same thing they did in Robin Hood when he said, "Oh, look at that accent. Yes, I got it just right." No, it's terrible. Sorry, it was terrible. He was fine in his own way, but I expected a lot more. I can't actually blame Russell Crowe. He did his acting ability the way he was going to do it. Shame that, Universal didn't bother. Make it more of him. I don't know. Give him some kind of monstrous look when he was in, playing Mr. Hyde. Instead of giving him that, they just gave him a different accent. I can't really blame Russell Crowe. It's not his fault. It's Universal's fault. It's the way I blame the director, who, I don't know, he didn't really direct. He probably directed one thing before this, which nobody's going to know because something's to the people. But otherwise, he's a writer, and so far he's written terrible stuff. Well, if Universal, you're going to try this, at least hire the people that can do this type of thing, or at least get some better writers, at least think about what you're doing. Don't just go out there, get a producer. That's what he mainly is, a producer. This director's great at producing things. As a director, doesn't mean he's any good. He thinks he knows what the audience wants, but he doesn't. Because even though what you think in Hollywood is good, doesn't necessarily mean that's what's good. It just means you have no fresh ideas because you're a producer. The only thing you're thinking is the money side of it, instead of actually what's new, what's going to work for people, what isn't. You can't just fling shit at the screen and expect it to stick and everybody will love it. Even though Transformers is coming out, and they'll fling that stuff about and that will stick and people will be coming to smell it. There'll be little flies around that. Anyway, that's been another night review. Hope you enjoyed it. Go on SoundCloud, give us a like, give us a shout, tell us what you thought of this movie in the comment section below. And just generally say what are you really hoping for from out of this universe. I mean, it's a dark universe. So far, nothing's happening. But what do you expect? I mean, what are you expecting out of it? What do you want out of it? Do you think it was any good? Did you even bother go and watch this movie? Tell us what you think. Otherwise, catch you later. Bye-bye.